I'm cracking up because I bet people who watch our videos think we're exaggerating about living here as like some kind of sales pitch. And then if you look at this, excuse my French, and it's mind blowing. Like, you've been all over the world, I've traveled, you can't beat this. And it's literally 30, 45 minutes from freaking Vancouver and Portland.
So what did you say about your, when we're recording for tomorrow? You want people...
I just have adoring fans, and they love to see me in my different looks, my black outdoorsman looks. So just make sure I'm wearing my snow bib pants.
Okay, I'll make sure that we get some footage of you in your snow bib pants.
And some footage of you in your snuffleupagus onesie.
This is my snuffleupagus onesie, and I'm recording right now.
But are you live, though?
I'm not live.
Who else is going to see this, though? You see what I'm saying?
It's 24 hours before we are scheduled to leave for Leavenworth, and both passes going through the Cascade Mountains are closed. So there's 3-ish options to drive. You have the Snoqualmie Pass out of Seattle. Just north of Seattle, you have the Stevens Pass. Those are the fastest ways that you can get to Leavenworth. And then you can go through the Gorge. Like, you can go through the Gorge and then up on the east side and go north on the east side of the Cascades. Even that traditional, like the typical route that Google would take you is closed. So it's like when I routed how to get there if we left right now, it was gonna take an additional hour out of the way to basically come from the east because it's snowing so much there. So Jarrett was saying that he wants it to be like blizzard-like conditions when we're there, but really calm on the drive there.
Not calm, just not. I just don't want to have to. If I got to chain up, I got to chain up. But I don't want to have to chain up, especially with, 4-wheel drive.
So that's what we're doing. We're seeing what the weather conditions are. I'll show you guys what the Leavenworth Live Cam looks like right now. We're getting some final things. We have some errands to run. I have some client homes to check in on today, and I have a showing that I might go do today. So we've got a lot to do. I'm in the middle of editing the Hal Vancouver tour because we lost the footage, but that's what we're up to today. Content, packing, getting the final things for our trip, and I guess monitoring the snow situation. And we're going to a Matrix, what's it called? Resurrections?
Matrix Resurrection Motor Corsa collab
screening. So we're going to the movies tonight. So that's what we're up to. This is what we're looking at. The Leavenworth Live Cam. It is so snowy. You're looking forward to this, dear?
I can barely contain myself.
You and the 500 other people that are watching. People are barely making it through. They're almost in knee depth.
And they're giants. Hey, they have their snowshoes on. You see it? Now they need poles will make their job a whole lot easier. Once you take pictures of them walking. That's gonna be us in about 24 hours. Hey, get a video of me walking around in the snow.
We should post it on Instagram.
We'll make sure we get a picture of us while we're on this YouTube feed.
We should tell people what time we're gonna be there, and then they can go see us on the live cam.
Hell no, they ain't gonna be in my house robbing me while I'm tramping around in the snow.
Look at all the snow on the roof. Is that considered whiteout conditions?
No. You can see all the way down the street.
So whiteout is when you can't see your hand in front of you?
Yeah.
I have so much to learn.
You can't see the Starbucks down the street. Do you have snowshoes?
So we're sitting here working. What are we working on?
Content. The big C word.
The big C word? Content. What's that over your shoulder?
That was a blanket my wife made me when she was courting me. Eagles blanket, handmade, double thick fleece with tassels.
Tie blanket.
Mm-hmm. She was courting me. She was hot on my trail.
Mm-hmm.
Hot on my trailhead.
I'll send to you. Your trailhead. Speaking of trailheads, one of the hikes that we wanted to do when we were up there, that's literally 2.5 miles from our hotel. the road is closed, so
To car traffic.
to car traffic.
But if you got the snowshoes, we can
You're
do
making
some
me nervous.
things. This is what we came up here for. Are you kidding me?
To hike in a blizzard?
Yeah. I'm feeling like 8-year-old Jared at Christmas Eve night right about now.
And do we know if any of the restaurants are open? We haven't seen anyone walk into them. That like takes away half of my joy of going anywhere.
It really does. I bet if we should go online right now and just see what's open, I think you'd be surprised.
But I mean, will
Or
they have
disappointed.
Google? Will they have Google update it?
But if it's this bad, it ain't gonna be worse than this tomorrow, at least according to the forecast. So I guess what I'm saying is find out what's open now and reasonably sure that it'll be open tomorrow.
So, prepared with some preps and provisions, we decided to take our chances and let fate lead us up to Leavenworth despite the daunting conditions. Because of the closure of Stevens Pass, the most direct route under normal circumstances, we were forced to drive east all the way through the Columbia River Gorge, then north up through Yakima. Hope you enjoyed this tour. We enjoyed driving.
Wait till you see the shot. Move the phone out of your face, out of here. Wow. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh.
Look at the icicles. So we hope you enjoyed this tour coming along. There is an accompanying live that is behind the scenes that you can check out. Always. This is just the end of the house where we absolutely love this.
We're Leavenworth bound.
We are in the Columbia River Gorge. We just stopped to get gas in North Bonneville. And
Home of the amazing Bonneville Dam.
oh, I gotta show you.
Cascade locks, fish ladders, and a power plant.
Well, some of you might have seen this before, but certainly not with all the snow on the ground. It didn't take long for it to turn to snow, for the hills to be filled with snow. So we're about, 35 minutes outside of the Portland metro area?
Maybe. It seems when you're driving, for me, like the time flies because it's so scenic and picturesque, but you're probably right.
And so we'll say, I was gonna say we'll take you along, but obviously they're already along.
We're already
We started
up and away. So we passed Beacon Rock State Park. Oh, this would be a cool shot because this is the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers who designed and I think maintained Bonneville Dam. Look how high the water is on this side. Wow. So as you guys probably heard in a couple of the videos, that the Columbia River has the potential and is responsible for, I want to say, a third of the electricity generated for the Northwest. I'm cracking up because I bet people who watch our videos think we're exaggerating about living here as like some kind of sales pitch. And then if you look at this shit, excuse my French, and it's mind blowing. Like, you've been all over the world, I've traveled, you can't beat this. And it's literally 30, 45 minutes from freaking Vancouver and Portland. This is unreal. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing the same way 4 years ago when we came here to visit. Almost 5 years ago now.
So, someone told us when we first visited before we moved that if you ever get sad and gray, just drive out to the Dalles and it'll be sunny. Just keep driving east until you hit sun. And lo and behold, we get past the Cascades and we're near the Dalles and the sun is out, even with all the snow on the ground.
It's literally like a different day. Course of 10 minutes. So yeah, they weren't lying.
Unfortunately, our scenic, dreamy ride along Highway 14 came to a halt when traffic was abruptly stopped, and we learned of a horrific incident that occurred just ahead of us.
Hi, folks.
Howdy.
It's going to be a while.
Okay, I didn't know it was closed.
It's bad. It's
wow.
bad. So if you can find an alternate route, we're just getting units on the scene, so you might want to go back to Hood River if you got to cross over.
Okay.
It's an accident?
It's a boulder came down and clobbered the guy.
Oh, my God.
It's not good.
I appreciate you letting us know.
Thank you. So part of the journey we are stopped because unfortunately a boulder came down and hit a car. So we said it's going to be a while. We're trying to decide if we're going to turn around and go back to Hood River or to cross the bridge there, or if we're going to wait while they clear it out. We'll see. As we were waiting, the scene became more and more serious. There were 4 agencies on site, and the man whose car was hit ended up passing away, and we want to express our condolences to his family. It was a very somber drive. After that point, there was a lot of quietness and self-reflection in the car because it was very surreal to be that close and hear of the experience. And so we're very grateful for our safety, and we're just hopeful for the other people that were in the car that they were going to be okay, and I hope that they are. And we continued being more and more careful and looking up a lot on the way there. So that was kind of the end of the Gorge section as we start to head more north into Washington State. As you can see, the sky has gotten extremely blue and sunny as we prepare to continue our trek north towards the majestic and expansive plains of Yakima. As we now travel along east of Ellensburg in the open plains, you'll start to see a new microclimate as we encounter high winds and snowdrifts, making for some very taxing driving conditions. As we enter the home stretch of our long journey, approaching Wenatchee, the sun begins to set, temperatures drop, and the road becomes that much more slippery. But as you can see, the awe-inspiring views and magnificence of Washington State just doesn't seem to end, and our eagerness and anticipation to finally reach Leavenworth keeps building with every mile.
So what we doing and where we at?
We're checking in.
Checking in?
Yes.
Where are we checking in at? Looks pretty festhala around here.
We're checking in at the Post Hotel. Is it raining or the snow's just
That's just a snow
melting,
melting, yes.
And yeah, we're really excited to check it out.
Where's the Post Hotel?
In Leavenworth, Washington.
Wow.
A cute Bavarian town, also known as either Bavarian or some people call it a Christmas town.
Huh. It looks like they get some snow right here.
It does.
This is a very nice looking hotel, huh? You have to give us a tour?
Yeah, I'll show you around our room.
All right.